So, yeah, this was an Ironreach Election Day special. Yeah, so all the players are loading in. This map has a lot of different places to begin in.
We have an island base over here. There's a gold base, couple gold bases.
And there are bases with split mineral lines that actually have more minerals than other bases. Oh no, they don't. There are a few gold bases.
The split mineral is actually kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, very large corner bases. Probably those large corner bases are intended to be where people choose to spawn.
Maybe.
But, you know, we all decided to go with random spawns, which was a choice.
So they all spawned. On the bottom right, on the island, the pink Terran teaspoon. Right above her, the blue Protoss Sky. To her left and south, the red Protoss Nothership, complaining about not being at a gold base. The green Terran on the gold base, PitaEnigma. Teaspoon acknowledges her problem, of course.
So of note, literally everyone is on the bottom of the map, which is...
Yeah,
that's
apparently the
fun.
stream is like 1 FPS. I'm not quite sure how to fix that. But the recording might come out okay. Yeah. Another ship notices Pita's SCV. I still have players because the orange Zerg Luna and the purple Zerg Cloud spawning at the corner base that, like you said, everyone should want. Sky.
And I open relations with my neighbor with friendly open dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
Classic hello. And PETA apparently does not know how to treat neighbors because this SCV is going to be up to some...
Builds a bunker. Sky does the Donald Trump and builds a wall. Damn it, I told myself I'd not make election jokes. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. Another ship fast expands. First player to expand.
Great choice if there wasn't already a barracks inside of my base.
Yeah. Barracks making a Reaper. And the bunker's ready, but it's pretty much too far away to do anything. It can barely see the gateway. And the gateway does see the next barracks being built, so of course, another ship chronos out probes.
To be fair, I chronoed out the probe before I noticed the bunker. Because I wasn't paying attention, but still.
Yeah. Teaspoon struggling with the rocks, not building another gas on the free geyser, but struggling on the rocks that are blocking the other geyser. Getting another command center, building a factory. Cloud far away, and realizes what's going on, chasing the SCV with a slow zealot. And Marines run into the bunker and take the zealot down.
And we can see this nice little overlay of a command center trying to land here. Unfortunately, Teaspoon will be the third person to arrive at this base,
Yep.
so...
But Sky is sending out a little army to mess with Pita's base. And Pita will run. But loses 2 SCVs, 4 SCVs. And the Marines stick around to just shoot stuff, because they're Marines. These adepts are following the SCVs. And they kill one of Cloud's drones. And truck moves out. And the train moves out. The truck's gonna fight a queen who will chase it. Off creep, where the truck is much faster.
Trying to create an alliance. It doesn't end up working, but, you know.
Yeah.
Effort.
Nice to ask if she's cool. Teaspoon very upset at this. Zergling's chasing this truck, but nobody's chasing the train. Center beacon gonna be activated. Teaspoon finally just scanning bases to see if they're empty. Notices Sky's worker though.
We also have a
the train.
factory landed over here in Sky's base, just building siege tanks.
Yeah, factory and Marines out of a tech lab. Would have been better to have like a reactor maybe, or marauders. But the truck left and the train is leaving. Marines
Over
get
here we have
surrounded.
our two Zergs finally beginning to skirmish over this border.
Yeah.
Minor losses on both sides. And Teaspoon's command center floating over this contested land to this unclaimed base right next to it.
Yeah. And the Zergs are a one-base Zerg versus a two-base Zerg. The advantage the one-base Zerg has are roaches, but with upgraded Zerglings, that advantage won't be that big.
Sky cleans up the Terran infestation.
Okay, I miss why bad Teaspoon, but I'm sure there are reasons.
Probably about the command center floating over your army, but
Yeah.
we have a small skirmish in the center of the map, and by small skirmish I mean one Zergling is slain.
Yeah. Swarm hosts die, and roaches are fighting roaches with armor. And the Mutalisk is running in, which is actually a pretty decent move considering there's nothing that shoots up here. Of course, with nothing that shoots up, it's time to build a spine crawler. Also a spawn crawler in the mineral line, but you know. Truck heads out, and this time Sky actually has an army that might be able to beat it. Oh, also glaives. Yeah, Adept's shade ahead of the train. Or just behind the train.
Muta's just
Sure.
barely failed to kill the spore crawler in Cloud's base.
Yeah. Center beacon 30 seconds away. And Pita's got pretty much no army.
Sky pokes up into Nothership's base again and is chased away by... Spawn.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sky kills a number of Teaspoon's workers at this base, but leaves the command center and elects instead to go attack Pita.
Yeah. And this Glaive Adept force is just really good against Marines.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Luna does a moderate amount of damage to Cloud's third, I think this is. It's hard on this map because nobody's in anything that resembles normal bases. But
Cloud's
Fort
third
College
loses some workers, but beats the Mutalisks. And yeah, Glaive Adepts do very well against Marines.
Does manage to bring down the Spore Crawler with a group of Zerglings, but not before the Mutalisk dies, so...
Yeah. And Sky just got a huge cash infusion. Sky is actually floating a ton of money.
And elects to spend it on some Stargates.
Yeah, that's 2 Stargates. We could even do 3 or 4 with this. You know, immediately go into carriers. Looking at the forces, Pita's got pretty much nothing. And with Sky's army in his base, LMAO comes out, the ultimate offensive weapon. Cloud attacking Luna's hatcheries with workers, which has got to be a bit insulting.
I mean, it's working.
Yeah, spine crawlers hitting the truck. Yeah, Pita's lost. No way to get money.
And Sky tries to push up a ramp into cannons.
Yeah. Sky can't push up into cannon battery with her arm. Yeah. And I get ready for the casting. Cloud gets the truck this time, but doesn't pick up the minerals and gas, and gives them to Luna.
We have a fight between Luna and Cloud on multiple fronts, but...
But burrowed roaches managed to get away. Pita claims because he's a nice guy, free add-ons. But I think it's because he wanted to spite the Protoss.
Hey, to be fair, that was my base first, so technically it would be 3 add-ons at my base.
Yeah, well, it can be a very good Terran base if Teaspoon wants to take it. Because he can actually take enemy add-ons.
Yep.
Nothership is invading Sky, but doesn't have anything that can shoot up. Which...
If depths do not beat Void Race. They can do damage to probes, but the probes run away.
Yeah, and then come back. So that is a lot of worker kills.
Yep. But that is still 4 Void Rays alive, and 2 more being produced, which will probably be able to kill Stalkers 4 or 5 at a time, which is all that Nothership can produce at the moment.
Yeah, I can't see the score on who's been occupied, but it does look like Cloud and Luna will both be.
Cloud has a group of burrowed roaches.
Yeah. And Void Rays are doing damage to Nothership. So Luna gets free roaches, and oh no, she doesn't. She just runs away before the units can appear. And kills the Ravagers.
And Cloud now has, how many? That's a lot of Mutalisks. 17?
20.
20.
Oh, that might include the Mutalisks that spawned in the middle.
There's 17 here fighting Luna's army, and Zerglings do not beat Mutalisks.
So the trucks now have cannons, and cannons actually deal a lot. So we're going to see them pass through Cloud's base and maybe do some stuff. So Teaspoon scouts these out, but I don't see anything happening.
Nothership, in a last-ditch effort, moves out with an army of 23 probes and 1 stalker.
Yeah.
And tries to focus down a pylon.
Well, without pylons, a Protoss is going to lose. But the pylon is
And
saved.
does not quite get the pylon.
So... Rip.
Cloud and Luna still
fighting
tearing
on
apart.
multiple fronts, but Luna's killing Cloud's main base, while Cloud is killing Luna's supply.
They're both destroying each other's main bases, but
Yeah.
Luna only has 1 additional base, whereas Cloud has 3 at the moment.
And Sky's army is in the middle. We'll see if she gets challenged. She is building a base way out on the other side. Yeah, Cloud and Sky are invading the north. Teaspoon just taking Pita's main. Like, that's an okay thing to do, just taking someone else's main.
Exactly. I mean,
Disgusting behavior.
Terrans just see a base
And
that belongs to somebody. Go there.
Teaspoon jumps into the middle. And Cloud also jumps into the middle. That's a 3-way fight. And Sky surrenders. Without losing, actually. But... okay. So the truck did kill a queen.
So,
And Cloud's army comes in and is going to face the truck. Teaspoon just got a pretty nice mech army.
That's a lot of units. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a very nice army. And Teaspoon's gonna go after this train. And gets the train, gets the resources. Most of them. Leaves some minerals behind.
Man. Teaspoon doesn't need more minerals at this point, let's be honest.
No. Teaspoon is at 33 supply over the limit.
And 7,500 minerals banked.
And it's just gonna destroy the empty bases as a show of power. How are the upgrades? So it does look like Cloud has an upgrade lead at 222,
Slight upgrade.
where Teaspoon only has 2-1 air. And yeah, and this has become a 1v1. Destroys the base, destroys the add-ons. The add-ons that were so generously left behind.
16 battle cruisers? Am I reading that right? That is
Yes.
16 battle cruisers.
That is 16 battle cruisers, while Cloud has 1 corruptor. And it's generally like, it's like 2 corruptors to kill a battle cruiser, I think. So, yeah. Teaspoon just clearing out the map. Yeah, the beacon is activated. Oh, and now Terran can no longer fly buildings? Okay. Oh, Cloud's gonna win the beacon occupation. All I know is a ghost just died there.
Teaspoon tries to move in, but Hydras do decent amounts of damage to battle cruisers. The battle cruisers still
Nope.
doing pretty well,
Hydralisks, the battle cruisers melted the Hydralisks and the Corruptors and everything that's against them.
5 battle cruisers do go down, which is a significant loss, but
Cloud lost more, except Cloud is now getting a full remax of an army. And the magnetic field will come up and wipe out Teaspoon's base. Also, Cloud's main is going to take some damage. Oh, but Teaspoon survives there. And they're just going to base trade, which isn't really good when all your bases are on the edge. Magnetic field decreases, and yeah, destroys all of Teaspoon's production. And most of Cloud's buildings. Yeah, Teaspoon's trying to save her base.
but these SCVs have nowhere to run.
Yeah, what she needs to do is what Cloud did here, and build a command center or something close to the middle.
Yeah.
Cloud's got 8, 16, 22 corruptors.
Against 13 battle cruisers, that's several of which are damaged. That's
Good.
That's right. Teaspoon is building a command center in the center.
And she could be sending SCVs in to repair that, but she isn't. Because SCVs can repair battle cruisers. That's another one of the reasons why battle cruisers are really good.
Cloud does also have a couple of infestors and a viper, which will help with dealing with a couple of battle cruisers before the fight.
Yeah.
Building a bunch of production for Teaspoon, but does not have the supply to actually produce anything out of it.
Yeah, Cloud doesn't really care anymore. Losing queens is clearly not going to be building any more army. Yeah, Cloud's gonna need to be on the offensive and kill all the buildings. But I think the time for that is over.
Oh, and Teaspoon is in fact building a bunch of supply depots to turn back on production. They will only last for another minute or two, but that might be all of the time that's needed.
Yeah, battle cruisers are targeting the wrong things with their Yamatos. You want to target the corruptors. Corruptors are focused firing. Actually, no. No, you do. Okay. Yeah, the corruptors are doing very good focus fire and just killing the battle cruisers one at a time. And lurkers are gonna kill the tanks. Oh no, they're not. Oh, yes they are. Vision. So basically, Teaspoon is racing the magnetic field. So can Cloud destroy this? The GG comes down. Is Teaspoon gonna quit? Because Teaspoon can still win this on a technicality. No.
When corruptors are... Yep.
Okay. So Cloud won the Ironreach Battle Royale.
That was a suitably strange ending for this suitably strange game.
Yes. And it's worth noting that, like, these aren't the two highest ranked players in the league, or even the ones in the game. So, free-for-alls, you know, they're interesting.
Mm.